Dude, that was one of the best soundtracks. So, hey guys, it's Tony from Bytes and Brews. I'm here with Phil Moore.
Hey, what's going on?
You probably know him from Nick Arcade from back in the day.
We are talking to this dude.
He's got some current projects that we're going to talk about, but first we're going to go down Nostalgia Road. And the first question I have is, I'm just curious, how did you originally get the gig at Nick Arcade? Like, how did that work out?
Oh man, it's the most fascinating story. It's like 1 foot born.
Okay.
It's like, that's the number one question that I'm asked.
Yeah.
And I don't mind answering it, but it is out of everything.
Yeah.
It is the least, you know what I did? My phone rang. I'll act it out for you, okay?
Yeah, I'll be the
bling, bling, bling. Hello? Oh, hi, my agent at the time in 1990. No, I'm still eating top Roman only. An audition? Pray tell, let me get a pen. Because I can't just put it in my iPhone. Let me write it down. I gotta go here. I'm gonna see who, and I'll be there at what time. Are there sides? That's TV talk for a couple of pages from the script. Oh, there will not be sides. I'll be making it up as I go along. Well, hopefully there'll be songs. I'll be there. That was it.
That was it. All right.
I just went to an audition.
Fair enough. So you got the gig.
Yeah. But now I tell you what was fascinating.
Okay. Yes, please.
Well, normally with auditions, in general, I mean, hold on. You know, most people know that you go do an audition and then you have a callback.
Right.
And I mean, I'm generalizing here, but normally it's like 2, maybe 3, and then they make a decision.
Right.
Not for Nick Arcade.
No.
There's the initial audition.
Sure.
And 6 callbacks. I went in 7 times over the course of a month and a half.
Nick doesn't screw around.
It got to the point where every time the phone rang, it was that call I didn't want.
Right.
You know, it's like you pick up the phone, tell me I got it. If you don't want to hear, you don't. In the beginning, it's like normal. You know, you're used to that. You know, you look and you go, oh, I didn't get it. That's like when you get that news in a couple of weeks or so.
Right.
But after you've gone about a month, now all you want to hear is you got it.
Right.
And I would look at that phone like it was kryptonite, man. I was just like, I don't want it. That was the only thing about the getting the gig that was unusual. It took a long time for them to make the decision.
Well, eventually it worked out and you got the gig,
Yeah.
right? And then while you were doing the show, was there a particular moment or maybe a nice little anecdote, a story that you personally enjoy the most out of your time spent at Nick Arcade? Like, and this.
Okay. It ironically, it has nothing to do about anything you saw on TV.
Okay. Already interested.
Okay. Now, there's a lot I loved about Nick Arcade.
Yeah.
The gameplay, the opportunity to be on TV.
Right.
Seriously, this is no BS, man. Meeting the kids, hanging out with their families, all that junk.
Yeah.
But the best part of it all was almost every video game system was sending stuff via UPS to my house.
Nice.
To try out.
That's pretty awesome.
Ding dong, the video game fairy came.
Forget the paycheck.
There you go.
I want the systems.
No, I bought a car. So I needed the paycheck.
Fair enough.
But, seriously, I'm not kidding. Like, the doorbell would ring, and it would be like the Nintendo fairy showed up. Ding dong, oh look, the Sega Genesis elves are here.
Right.
It was like, they would just send us stuff. And because of that, and that was just me.
Right.
The executive producers who created the show, they would get prototype stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, for instance, one of the executive producers, like Nick Arcade had Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on before you could buy it in the store.
That's pretty sweet.
Okay, so they were thinking about putting the game out. Obviously, it had been fully developed. We were kind of being used as the litmus test as to whether or not it was really going to happen.
Awesome.
One of the executive producers has, well, now they just released with the re-release of the Nintendo thing, Star Fox 2.
Yeah.
But up until that time,
It wasn't released in the US.
and one of my dudes got it.
That's awesome.
They sent it to him like, hey, have we had a season 3?
Yeah.
The reason why it's taken 25 years for Star Fox 2 to come out is because Nickelodeon canceled Nick Arcade. No.
Man, that went south fast.
But no, they would send us cool stuff.
That's
so
awesome.
really, aside from everything, it was really great. I'd get off from work, I'd come home, and like there'd be boxes of just
awesome
stuff.
Christmas every day.
Exactly.
Oh,
that was that was the super cool thing.
So okay, so you did the show for a little while, right? I mean, that was
two seasons.
2 seasons. Okay, cool. And it was personally my favorite of the game shows like that Nickelodeon did. Obviously, they had the Legends of Hidden Temple. They had the
Double Dare, Guts. Figure It Out.
Right. I was a huge gamer even back then, so Nick Arcade was always my favorite.
Cool.
Of all the games that you got to like play that they sent and stuff, was there a particular favorite of yours? Like, what's your favorite video game?
Wow. Okay. See, it's not really the games that we had on the show. They had to go. There was a team of guys that went through figuring out what games we have on the show.
Right.
And it had to be based on whether or not you could get a wizard challenge that was actually doable.
Okay, yeah, it had to fit into the framework.
So and it's kind of weird. I got two answers for you. I have a favorite game, but my favorite game never appeared on Nick Arcade.
Okay.
It was sent to be on Nick Arcade, but it didn't meet the qualifications to be on the show. It's not a cop-out. You asked me if I'm honest thing.
No, please.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah.
I was one of those guys where, let me tell you what I did, okay? Took the video game system, I'm at a movie studio.
Yeah,
Nowadays, you can do this with anything. You can go on YouTube and get this now.
Right.
But I would connect up the Sega Genesis to the equipment at the studio where we recorded the show and download the music.
Okay.
And like be rolling my car, like pumping like dun 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 dun.
Dude, that was one of the best soundtracks.
Oh, we going all the way. So yeah, man. I mean, the soundtrack was just dope.
Yeah, they turned it up, especially on Sonic 3. Because what was it like? I don't know if this is like official, but I thought like didn't Michael Jackson have something to do with like the Sonic 3 soundtrack at least? Like you could tell in like the way it was super poppy and
really?
Like,
I don't know.
They didn't screw around with their soundtracks.
No, they did, man. And a lot of them, but like that was one thing I really liked about it. I mean, the songs were really cool. It was like I played that. Like I would want to get past a level to get to the next song.
I'm sick of this jam. I want something new.
Come on.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so we know your favorite game. I think we've kind of dabbled in nostalgia for long enough. Let's hear about something that like. What are your current projects? What are you working on now?
Well, it's interesting because I went through this period where, like, after I got done with Nickelodeon, people asked, like, I don't see you anymore. I'm like, yeah, but you see my stuff.
Right.
I was writing and producing for a lot of shows. I mean, I did stuff for Fox and BET, Style Network, and I think gamer fans will be happy to know that I was actually a producer on G4 on X-Play.
Yeah,
so like, there's a ton of shows, a ton of talent you saw, and the words that were coming out of their mouth and the things that I had them doing, it's like that was kind of me pulling the strings.
Yeah, you were the puppet master.
Right. So I did a bunch of that. But what ended up happening was recently started going and making appearances.
Okay.
Some buddies of mine, not name dropping, but they're actually on my buddies. Guys like, Mark Summers, Michael Ray Bauer played Donkey Lips.
Yeah.
On Salute Your Shorts. Kurt Fogg. They're like, hey, they're going out to cons. How come I don't do them? And I'm like,
have a good time.
But the thing is, I didn't know.
Right.
Like, I'm serious. Then the thing that actually is cool with me is I can get away with not just doing a con, but a gaming expo too.
Yeah.
I really didn't know that this world exists. I was in studios producing TV shows and loving it, man. I was like, I was loving it. And it was something about when I came back from like out of the control room and back in front of a crowd.
Right.
It's a cliche, but it was like riding a bike. Man.
Yeah.
It was like
just snap right back
to it. And you know what? I liked it.
Yeah.
It was like I didn't walk away from doing it because I was like, forget it. It was just like anything else. Like there's a new opportunity and I can actually not just be the guy who's given words to say, but I can be the guy who puts words in people's mouth. The idea of writing and producing was a very appealing prospect. And ended up doing it really well. So here's the cool thing.
Yeah.
Now the circle of life, Simba, has come around.
Right.
Because hosted, got it, know how to do it.
Did it.
Writing, produce, got it.
Done.
Now, everywhere I go, everybody's talking about now, hey man, when I grew up, I liked the show, always wanted to be on it. Wouldn't it be cool if we could do something like that now?
Yeah, bring back the arcade.
Exactly. So about like 6 months ago, I came up with this idea, I came up with a show concept, and it was called Battle Arcade.
Okay.
Because honestly, here's the thing. You're not 15 years old anymore, you're a grown man. Have you had a beer?
A couple.
Would you like to have a beer and play a video game and try to win some money?
I actually do it on a weekly basis.
That's what I'm...
Welcome back to Bytes and Brews, everybody. We're drunk. Cheers. All right.
And see, so I came up with this idea of like, we're all grown up. We all love Nick Arcade. We all wanted to be on the show.
Yeah.
But why don't we like grow the show up?
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So I came up with the title Battle Arcade. We got rounds. We played, lots of different ways. And I started a crowdfunding or GoFundMe.
Okay.
When I first started it out, I had a really high number because I wanted to shoot a whole episode.
Right.
I wanted to be a streaming thing, but I also wanted to see if we could get it on TV. I know TV is not the main medium, but imagine like being able to stream the show, but then also catch it on Spike. I thought it'd be kind of cool. But fortunately, within the last week, some good things have happened. Had a couple of really cool development deals go down, and it cut, bam, everything in half. Like we got some partners up on this side that are now moving to do this, so it's shaping up, it's coming into fruition.
Right.
And then on the flip side, so the crowdfunding's up, but it's a whole lot less now. Just to kind of subsidize, because I want to pay my guys.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
We want to get in there, but literally, like, listen. I tested this thing out last December.
Okay.
I was making an appearance at this charitable event that this guy puts on in Ohio, where all the proceeds go to help people that are less fortunate during the holiday time. I said, listen, where's this event going to be? He said it's going to be at a pub. He said, how many people are going to be there? It's like 500. I said, okay, can we do a thing where we play some games and then test out this idea?
Yeah.
He's like, cool. So he wrote some questions. I came up with some questions. We had a video game system there. It wasn't elaborate, but it was just to see if it would work.
Okay.
We played Battle Arcade for 1 hour with these people that were drinking, doing shots, yelling and screaming, getting up on stage, Q&A. Nothing like a 28-year-old who's been drinking trying to play Mario Kart. Nothing like two people who at 30 years old who have had one beer too many trying to play Mike Tyson Punch-Out.
Oh man,
that's pure
I can't even imagine.
So anyway, so the project is up and it's not up, but it's got some movement now.
It's getting there. Yeah.
We've got a deal in place and partial financing for Battle Arcade.
Right.
I mean, listen, the vision. Here's the vision. Ready? It's simple.
You already sold me, man.
Take a Dave and Buster's.
Right.
Put a boxing ring in the middle of it.
Done.
In the boxing ring, some people playing video games have been drinking. It's as simple as that.
Maybe some like like when they do like UFC fights and stuff, they got like the round girls and
and round guys.
You guys, there was a tracer. There was a male tracer over here earlier.
You get a
that
Thor,
guy shredded.
You get a Thor-looking dude walking around like
I'd throw some money at him.
Bam! You get a Kim Kardashian walking around like this.
Yeah, dude.
I'd watch the show just for that. Did they play a game? I don't know.
Whatever.
I saw some testicles.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good night. That's a good night.
But so that's what I'm doing right now. Also, I've been here having a great time with some other fellow YouTube people. And I actually, this is something, a smaller thing. I think I'm gonna answer the call and start my own YouTube channel. But the big deal is, what are you gonna put on? So I've actually already started shooting this.
Okay.
I got together with a whole bunch of my 90s icons. I got with Mark Summers. I got with Donnie Jeffcoat from Wild and Crazy Kids. I got with Michael Ray Bauer from Salute Your Shorts. I've already talked to Dante Bosco, who played Rufio. I talked to my boy Joey Rufio. I talked to him. I talked to my man Joey Fatone, who not only was on NSYNC, but Joey Fatone was on Nick Arcade when he was 14 years old.
What?
About being So I started shooting this new thing that I'm going to be putting up on my YouTube channel, and it's called Playing Around with Phil Moore. Basically, I sit with 90s icons, and while I interview them, we play video games.
That's what we're missing, man.
And talk about, but check this out, and talk about what it was like in the 90s.
Yeah.
That's a unique era, man. That's the golden.
I'm a 90s kid.
That's
probably
why
most of the people watching this are 90s kids.
Right.
90s were the best.
And that's why it's coming back.
Yeah, man.
So like, you talk to them like, what's going on now? What was it like then?
Right.
It was a unique moment in time.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It's so cool. So
where can everyone like who's watching this, where can they catch you at? Like, what can they do to keep up to date with all this?
All right. Well, right now the best way is to just like follow me on Twitter.
Okay. Twitter
at Phil Moore for you, like my name, PHILMOORE, the number 4 and the letter U.
Okay.
That's also my Instagram thing.
Nice.
It worked for both. I've got a Facebook fan page. There's lots of Fillmores out there, but I'm the only one with the Nick Arcade background behind me.
Fair enough.
You know
I would
his
hope
name.
so. Otherwise, there's lawsuits involved.
You know, exactly. you know, and other than that, listen. Again, we're working real hard now that the wheels are really rolling.
Right.
I actually did an update on my GoFundMe page for Battle Arcade.
Nice.
Because now we've got some juice going, and now the wheels are finally going. It took that legwork, it took that planting, the seed, and all of a sudden we're starting to see things sprout up to get this thing off and running.
I'm excited, man, because like I don't know, like with if you guys have seen the audience, we do Bytes and Brews. We have our own. We have our own YouTube channel, and the whole concept of the show is just drinking craft beer while playing video games. So this is speaking me on so many different levels.
Right. So I'm going, so what if instead of just playing games, that's a really great idea. And it's funny when you told me that, it was like how we were like connected by the brain. But I'm like, what if you like, but a game show has like a different kind of structure. What if you actually had a real game show, prize at the end, a cash prize at the end? You know why? Because we're grown people. We don't want some British nights and a trip to Universal Studios or Space Camp. We want cash money now. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's what we want now.
I'll buy my own space camp, man.
So I'm like, what if we do like a structured game show? Round 1, round 2, tournament round, winner walks away, take the entire pot.
When this happens, you have to remember me because I'm going to be on that show.
It's done, man. Done. We got witnesses right here. It's done.
So, well, it was a pleasure talking to you, man.
My pleasure, man.
It's been probably one of my favorite interviews to thus far at Game On. I've loved everything that you do in the past, and I love everything that you're going for now in the future, man.
Well,
I'm a big fan.
Look, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank the fans. So listen, I gotta tell you, I was happy, you know, writing and producing. But when I went back out there and heard the enthusiasm, like I said, seriously, I didn't know that people cared. And the fact that when I started doing it again, I'm like, wow, I still love doing it. So I thank you.
And I thank you for watching, and The Geek Life thanks you. And check out The Geek Life at thegeeklife.com. This is probably where you're watching this from. But also check out Bytes and Brews. It's on YouTube, spelled B-Y-T-E-S, the letter N, B-R-E-W-S, to watch me and Robert get drunk and play video games.
Now I want to come on that.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be great.
Can I do that?
Absolutely, man.
All right.
Hit me up. Okay, you guys heard it here first. We're having Phil on Bytes and Brews. Yeah. Deal.
And the good thing is, I'm not really a big drinker, so I'll get messed up.